right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Just since there's some new faces, I'm going to do just a quick little intro on myself, just so you're like, who the heck is this girl? Why should I listen to her? My name is Jennifer Turner, and I am from a small town in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
And
Um,
let's see, I'm hitting an echo. If everybody can mute themselves. And then, of course, just for, I don't know why I got an echo. It might have just been something on my end. And I've been in the online space for about 6 years now, and I started off not knowing anything about this space at all. Hey, Donnell, what's up? Everybody, thank you guys so much for being here. Patricia, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I like to welcome everybody. Welcome, wagon. Anyways, I knew nothing about the online space, guys. I've been a hairdresser for 26 years. I knew nothing. So my point I like to make when I introduce myself, because there's a lot of beginners that I help and coach. If you don't know anything about the online space or Skool or any of that, you are still going to get so much value from the Zoom. And also, what I want you to know is if I can do it, you can do it. Now, what was going on with me is I was doing an MLM. I was very successful. I was earning the trips. I built the team. I was top 5% in the company. Things were going amazing, and then they weren't, and everything started to crash. And I was actually also extremely burnt out, exhausted. And for me, I was chasing a lot of people in the DMs because nothing wrong with DMs. It was the only strategy that I knew. And so I knew that there had to be a better way. I saw a stranger on Facebook talking about digital marketing, didn't even know what that meant, didn't know what a sales funnel was, didn't know what a lead magnet was, definitely didn't know what Skool was. And anyways, fast forward to now, obviously I've been in the online space, digital marketing for a while. And then again, let's see, January of 2025, I believe one of my mentors, Michelle, was talking about, opening your own school community. It sounded good, but I was like, "Ugh, I don't even barely know what I'm doing. I hadn't had a sale yet. I'm like, who's going to listen to me? What is this community going to be about?" But what I wanna tell you is if you talk to people that do have a school community and are passionate about it like I was, almost everyone will say they wish they started, like, when they first wanted to start instead of overthinking it for, like, 6 months like I did. And when I did start, guys, I just started messy. I still didn't really know what I was doing. I had a mentor to kinda show me things that I'm gonna show you guys, and that's why I like to do these Zooms. So first, since there's a couple of people, this is something new I'm talking about on my trainings because I didn't realize that a lot of people don't know about this. I'm going to share my screen and I want to share what's possible even if you don't have a community yet, right? Like I've made now I'm not one to throw out numbers or anything like that but I've made like a couple thousand just from other people's communities. And that's me not selling anything, and I don't even maybe until recently, I don't even promote other people's communities a whole lot, right? So I'm going to share my screen. What that can look like if you don't already have your community is basically inside of Skool. There's certain communities. I have one, and I'll show you the different ones that you can go in and promote in for free. Now, sometimes they want you to pay, and that's a whole different story on what you want to do. But it's just like if there's any affiliate marketers out there, this is just sharing what you get value from, what you already love. Like I'm not just sharing any community because they have an affiliate attached to it. I actually share ones that I truly believe in, and I have ones for that aligns with what I'm doing, right? If your niche was, somebody tell me, is it niche or niche? I feel like I've been saying this wrong for a long time. I keep hearing people say it different ways. Is it niche? And I'm saying niche. Anyways, I lost my train of thought there. But I just share the ones that I love. Oh, if you're a gardener, you would want to find communities where your people that are into gardening are hanging out in other communities. And if they had an affiliate attached, you would share those. This is a way where each community has a percentage of commission that they've set, and it varies per the admin, per the owner. And I'll show you how you get your little affiliate link for any of those communities. Niche, quiche. Okay, so I'm saying it right. I keep hearing, well, not that they're wrong, and there's no right or wrong, but I'm not saying it wrong, I'll just say that. But yeah, I was surprised at how much I've made, really not even pushing that or talking about it much. So I can imagine now that I am sharing it, and it just, I don't know, maybe it just, I'm passionate about we all can win together. It doesn't have to be, if someone has the same, there are people that I recommend their communities and they're doing the same thing I'm doing. They're helping people make money online multiple different ways. They're teaching school. Why not? Because people are going to vibe with me and people are not going to vibe with me. They might vibe with someone else and join their community. And if they purchase something, I get a little kickback, right? So I'm going to hit share my screen and show you guys that. And also feel free to drop any questions in the chat. I may or may not see them, but I'm going to have at least 15, 20 minutes where you guys can ask questions about anything we cover here today, and make sure you guys are clear. Okay, allow share screen. Okay, I can't believe I haven't had any tech stuff happen yet. Usually. Okay. Let's see. Am I in? Oh gosh, I just spoke too soon, didn't I? Let me see. Let me go here. Okay. Could somebody unmute and tell me if you can see my screen? I can't hear anybody.
Yes, I see your screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Good. All right. So any community that you're in, and it looks a little bit different on mobile. I believe on laptop, it's right here, right? If you're on a community. Now, not all communities, I can't see you guys, so I'm assuming you can see and hear me, and that's fine. Not all communities have an affiliate on it because that is only an option for pro accounts, which we can get into later. The way you can check it, if they have one or not, is you just go to the settings and then you would hit your invite. Well, this is my own community. I need to show you in a different community. Okay. Yeah. I need to get out of mine. Anyway, I do have an affiliate on all of my communities. Gosh. Let me find somebody else's. Okay. Okay. Oh, Lordy. Okay. I spoke too soon on the let's go to classifieds, because this is a group that everyone should be in because she lets you promote. It's cut her and my Digital Boss School Hub, or I'm sure there's more out there, and if you guys know of any, tell me, are one of the only few left that let you promote your free communities or lead magnets once a day for free. Like, you don't have to pay anything. Now, I do have where people pay me if they're going to do paid offers and want more visibility, things like that. But she's got, almost 2,000 people. I've been in her group since back when she had like 300. So you would go to your settings on your phone. It's going to be in your top right. There's three little dots and you'll see the invite link. And this is where you'll see, they can have anywhere from 10% to 50%. That's as high as Skool has allows it to go. I wish it was more. So I have mine set on 50 because I want, it's, if you help me, I'm helping you, right? So I love to do the highest commission. That's to each his own. If you're an admin, or it's, the owner's prerogative, right? So she has a 30% commission, and you would just copy your link. It's the same thing on the mobile. And then you would store, like, I have a place that I can store these. If you don't have like some sort of platform that does that, just use like the notes in your phone and just write the, classifieds, and then drop your referral link. So you just have it quickly to grab, or obviously simply you can just go to the community like we just have and copy your link and then go post about it in a community that you're allowed to promote in. This is how you can share it if you don't have your own school community, right? And you can also do this on social media. Like I do this in Facebook groups, any platform that you're on, YouTube, Pinterest, whatever. And you can promote their community. And if they join, your little picture will be at the top saying so and so Jennifer referred, and it attaches your name to that community. And the only kicker is you have to stay in the community. If you leave the community and people buy, even though you brought them in, you won't get anything just because of how Skool tracks it. But as long as you're inside the community still, if they buy a year from now, you'll get whatever percentage the person has set up. So let me just drop this in the chat because this is a good one for everybody to be in. Where are you guys? Is it this one? Nope. This one? Nope. What are we over here on a different browser? Where's our Zoom? Okay. Mm.
You might be on the app, Jen.
Oh, Kim, it never fails. I can't do anything without having some sort of weird Zoom information.
Check your Zoom icon.
There we go.
Yeah, you
There
go.
we go. There we go. Okay, so I got to look for the title. So this is the link. So okay, so I sent you my referral link right in the chat. If you join her community, I can't remember what all she sells. I haven't been in the classroom much, and her offers are relatively low expensive. If you bought anything even a year from now, I'd get 30% for not doing anything other than just what I just did. Do you guys have any questions around that? And it's super simple, just a lot of people don't know that that's huge, and I've made, like I'm working my way up to, like, 3,000 just from that, and again, I could probably have made double that if I would have promoted it more. I just didn't I don't know. I didn't realize that was gonna be a nice little income stream. Okay, so let's see
Jen,
here.
can you see Anna has a question? She dropped it in the chat. Can
Sure,
you
let's
see
see.
that?
Let me see. Okay, so you can add follow affiliate link even if you don't have a community. That's what's super exciting, right? For people like maybe you want to have a community, but you're like me and you overthink it for 6 months. This is a way you could be potentially making money, right? Now we don't know who's going to buy and not buy and when and all those things, but it's a way for you to get inside communities and promote and Facebook, whatever platform you're using, and do it there as well. And if they join with your link and buy, Skool takes care of the money. So you don't have to worry about doing anything other than dropping your link on a post, or if you're sending it to a friend. Like, I had a girl message me today. She's like, I'm sending, and she told me the name to your group. That means she just is finding value for my group. And I told her to make sure that I'll make sure that her name's on the referral, because it shows up like in the member request for those of you who have communities. It'll tell you who sent them. Did that answer your question, Anna?
Hey, Jen.
Yeah.
Just to share with the group, outside of my community, just the affiliate from the communities that I'm part of, including yours and other communities, don't underestimate that income. For me, that income is close to 2,300 a month, just from affiliates, from referring people, people buying products and services from other communities. Think about this. I mean, how many of you guys right now would love to have $2,300 coming in every month?
Yeah. Mine's at like from 400 to 600 a month right now. But still, I'm like, gosh, and that's with me, guys, not even having, unfortunately, done much with it until now. But yeah, that's awesome. $2,300 a month. I mean, that's not some pocket change. That's some good stuff. Thank you for sharing.
And you
Yeah.
won't be able to track that number on Skool. You'll be able to track the number through one of the apps that Jen introduced me to, which is called Skooly. That's where you actually can track that number, because it consolidates every community that you're a part of, and it adds up all. It tells you, I mean, it's so detailed. It'll tell you everything that you've earned and who you earn it from.
Oh yeah. That's if you guys haven't seen my training where the schooly guys, Joe, I can't remember his last name.
Just say D.
Joe D. He came in and did a training, and it's free in the classroom, where because I'm tech apprentice, but as you guys have already seen, I'm not super techy. And so I was intimidated by what I thought. I didn't understand the value he had. Once I did, I immediately upgraded to VIP. Actually, I paid for the full year. I was like, if I can automate my school community, sign me up. But a lot of communities are free. You can still make money from free communities. And then like Schooly, he has paid tiers, and even there's no free option. So when people come in and join for mine, especially school owners that are, I don't want to say more serious about it, but want to get back their time, right? We're all here, a lot of us are here to get back our time. Anything that you can automate, just like email marketing, social media, the fact that you can automate your school community now is huge. So I have, I think, like 6 different affiliates so far from his, and I just joined a couple months ago. Anyways, any other questions around that? And then we'll get into basically what I'm going to show you today. And I'm going to go deeper next week on a 3-day workshop in Kim's community. Well, we'll get to that at the end. But today it's going to be more foundational stuff of what would have really helped me in the beginning to know, and not that it wasn't told to me, but shown in detail what you need to actually get started and what you don't really need, because a lot of people overthink and they think their classroom has to be perfect and have all these things, and it does not. All you need to have is some value, a quick win, and a clear path for your members so they know like what the heck's going on. So you keep them and they don't leave your group, right? And it is normal for people leave my group every single week. That's okay. More people come in, you're going to attract your people that are supposed to be there. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, so let me close out these Zooms so it's over here to the right when I'm trying to find you guys again. Woo! All right. Let's go back here. And yes, okay. So I'm not going to show my start here module because it is got more stuff in it now. But literally when I'm helping people, if they use my referral link, you get different things with me. And that's another income stream, guys. When you do start your own school community, it becomes another income stream. If you are helping someone else, and you don't have to be like someone like me who teaches school community, it could just be your best friend who's starting her community around gardening or whatever the heck she's into. And you're like, hey, here's my link. She signs up. And as long as she doesn't cancel her communities, and most people don't, you get a reoccurring income from that. So that is huge. But, anyways, I show people just a simple, literally, it's 4 things, super simple. You need to have a start here module. And my new one says, welcome, start here. Just so if they're poking around in the classroom, they know like, okay, I need to start here, right? I need to know what you want when someone comes into your community. You want them to know like what to do next. If they get lost or confused or they see a bunch of things, but none of it's making sense, they're either going to leave the community or they're not going to be someone who engages probably, right? They're going to be stuck at level 1 forever. So literally, and don't overcomplicate this, I also have prompts for all of this inside my Kickstarter bundle where you plug it into your Claude or your chat with the prompt, your niche, whatever your school's going to be about, and it's going to give you what to put in this stuff, like your welcome page. So super simple. Again, I'm telling them start here. I want them to know what my community's about. I definitely want them to go introduce themselves. This is so key. So I not only mention it here in the very first page that I hope that they go to, but I also have it in my welcome pinned post, which is also linked in here. So they introduce themselves. This is where people get to know each other and build those authentic connections and relationships and attract your audience, even if you're inside my group, to your community, right? If you're talking about something that they're into or interested in or align with, and this is how we all network. Um, okay. And then I just show them because a lot of people, and I didn't realize this either until I did, some people come into your community and they have no idea how to get to the classroom, right? So the goal is to cover your bases in your classroom, your welcome start here module, and then in your pinned post for sure if they don't know how to go to the classroom, right? Some people will, some people won't. I probably need to tweak this a little bit actually. Yeah, I need to tweak that little part. Yeah, and I'm letting them know here just how they can engage in the community, ask questions, share wins, because this is a community that people can promote in, right? So I want them to know what they can do. I don't want them to guess like, do I have to pay to ask a question? Do I have to pay to, like, you want them to know what they can do in your community. What does it say? Okay, and this just tells them you want to be leading people to the next step. So I have 4 pages here, right, in this thing, but each one should, and I might need to tweak this one. In my own, I definitely have this. It lets them, okay, now this is where you go next. So my where to post, every single community has different categories. Let me just hop out of here real quick because I know we do have some new people to school. Every single community has categories right here, and you have to pick one if you're going to post, right? And they're all different. The next community you go in might be totally different. So I try to make it as clear as possible. I'm open to feedback on this. Like, this is where they go to introduce themselves if they want to create their own post, which I highly recommend if you're joining new communities. I do this in Facebook and School. I have a little saved intro post that I do, and I'm not pitching myself or like join my community or talking about my, digital marketing. It's just literally an intro post about me, what I do, but in a way that's not pitchy, right? And then share your communities. This is if you were going to come into my community and promote yourself. If you have, you would create your post and, you title it whatever, and you would have to select a category here. It makes you do that before you're even allowed to post. So I just wanted to, in case people are like, what do you mean categories? These are little things that I want you guys to know that as I've done these trainings, a lot of people aren't aware of, especially going to the classroom categories. They don't know like what means what, where they're supposed to post. I get those questions all the time. And we think because we've been doing it, we don't think about that. So you want to make sure your community lets them know where to go. So let's go back down here. So mine's just super simple, right? And I just introduce yourself. Obviously, that's what you do. Freebies. Oh, some people don't even know what a freebie is, and they definitely don't know what a lead magnet is. Not that this is going to be a category in yours, but it is in mine. So I want them to know. Actually, I need to go tweak this. I need to be showing you guys mine. It is a little more in depth, but okay, we'll just stop here. Where to post. So I go a little bit more in depth with what actually they can do there. But that's all you're doing. You post your categories, what goes in that category so they know what to post. If not, they're not posting. And then the more people engage in your community, the more you get pushed out in discovery. And discovery is huge for school owners because it's the number one way that people find us. Then I just have clarity on rules. If you're going to have, like, I want to make sure people know that there's no spamming, cold DMs. I'm all about like people networking and working together, but unfortunately, you do have the people that just try to level up. Even I have my chat unlocked at level 6 or something that's pretty high, but they'll come in here and I've had a 2 people tag team. They probably were the same person, but they kept like it was like 30 or 40 comments in 5 minutes where they were trying to level up to unlock my chat. And they do that so they can then message my members to pitch their thing. And it could be legit, but it also highly likely it's a scam or a spam, right? Anyway, so I just do my rules, whatever you want to put there. Okay. And what's the other one here? Oh, yeah. This is huge, and you can totally share my video if you don't want to make your own. I do highly recommend and actually need to redo this one because they changed school notifications. One of the number one ways someone leaves my group, I always just try to check in just to see like what could I have done different. Trying to like a little quick message, sorry to see you go from the Digital Boss School Hub. Hope everything's okay. Whatever. And most time, if they do respond back to me, like 80 to 90% of the time, they say it's too many notifications. I'm in too many communities. I'm just overwhelmed. And they don't know that you can go adjust your notifications in School, which I highly recommend. And so this is a older video. I can show you guys how to do that as well, because that's huge. And then before I do that, don't let me forget, I want to show you that. I also just have this is the video that School gives you. I should make my own. I haven't yet. I don't know. I feel like this one works. They did it for me. It's a minute long. It's not long. I screen recorded it and it just shows them how to navigate Skool. And all of this just helps people feel more comfortable, more safe to actually get in your community and engage with you, right? And that's what we want. Okay, so am I going too fast? Do I need to slow down?
You're good.
You got We're good? Okay. Okay, school notifications. Let me just show you how to do. Okay, I just joined this community, so I'll show you with his. Um, oh, where is it on here? Okay, so laptop, it's on settings. Okay. See, he has a 20% commission. So if I wanted to refer his community, I'd go grab my link. Just a retouch on that. Notifications. They've made it even simpler now. If you don't want people to chat with you in a group in a certain community, if that just annoys you, you just don't want it. I think the admin can still message you, but no members can, and you just turn it on or off here. There's a weekly digest email. Your emails can get crazy real quick if you're in a lot of communities. So I always turn that one off. No offense to anybody else, but I just like if I'm active in that community, I'm gonna know what's going on, or I'll go to the community and find out. Daily notifications email, definitely don't really need that one, right? So I turn that one off. Admin broadcast email, this is going to be your personal preference. This is going to be like if I'm announcing a free training or any training or whatever I'm broadcasting. So if you don't want to hear from that admin, maybe you're just in that community to network, then you could turn that on or off, right? And then again, the same thing with an event reminder. If there's something in the calendar about a training, it will send out, if they've clicked it, an email 24 hours before. So this is your personal preference on what you turn on and off. And I call it my sanity saver tip. So just a little plug there. All right. Before I move on to my welcome post, any questions around the start here module? Just simple. Welcome them with you need people when they come in your community, they need to know who it's for, what they get, why they should join. I say this with love, but most people don't care so much about our credentials or our experience or how awesome we are, right? They want to know what they're going to get inside, what's in it for them, why they should join. So that's my thought process around it. So that's what I try to do with everything, and even in my content. Okay. Any questions around the, start here module? Go back to the welcome post. Oh, I do wanna show you, let's see, did I do it in here? So in this first page, just to make things easier, we wanna make things easy and simple for people. And they're in here reading, they can go grab my freebies if they want, if they start their community, there's my link there. But where is it? Right here, I need to get those spaces up. They can just click this and it takes them straight to my pinned welcome post inside the community. So you can do that. Do you guys want me to show you how to do that? Does anybody not know how to do that? I didn't know for a while. You can just obviously you can go to your whatever post you're wanting to put in a classroom, any post, and copy the link, go to your classroom, wherever you're wanting to put it, right? We're on the same page here. Well, I'd have to edit. Okay. And we'll just put it right here because I'm going to delete it out. I don't need it up there again, right? But you can just drop the link and paste it as is, right? If you want to, this is what I didn't know how to do forever. I kind of figured it out by accident. Oh, let's see. Oh, why is it in blue? Oh, that's cool. Let me start up here. Welcome, intro. Oh,
It'll turn blue once you attach it to it.
yep. And then you highlight it and then paste. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah. And then it becomes a clickable link, which is really cool. So they can click on any, you can do that with any link. You can also do that in emails too. Okay. All right. So we'll go back to my pinned.
Pigeon.
Yeah.
You can also take it another step. Can you go back to that module?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
Highlight the welcome to community on top. On top.
Oh,
Your
okay.
title. Yeah, your title.
Oh, you can do it up here?
No, highlight it. Highlight it.
Okay.
Copy it.
Okay.
Now go back to that welcome post that's pinned.
Okay. Let's see.
And then click on it. Click on your welcome post. Go
Okay.
to the 3 dots. Go pin to course page. You see course page?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I already have it pinned somewhere.
If you pin it, it'll be right at the bottom of that particular module, and you just paste the title of that course module.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I already have mine pinned probably in there. Yeah, I try to cover my bases. Like there's a clickable link. I'm sure that post is, I bet you that's where it's at. It's probably at the
The reason
bottom.
why it's not pinned, it only lets you pin it once. So when you clicked on it and they give you the option to pin, that means you haven't pinned it yet.
Let's see. It's not here. I have it pinned somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know where I've put it. I might have put it somewhere else because I have the link in here. Maybe I put it in here. Ah, there it is. So I pinned it on that second one just in case. I'm just trying to think, like I'm very a strategic thinker, so I'm just trying to make things simple and like if you're like, I don't know where to go, what intro post is she talking about? Pinned welcome post. What do you mean? So it's also here. That's that post at the thing. And the same thing here. I actually added my about video, which we'll get into here in a second. Super important. Your about page is one of your most important things with your community because it's what's going to determine if they click join. Like this is the stuff they see once they're inside, right? Unless you have a public community. So I didn't recreate a different video. I'm all about working smarter, not harder. So my about video is this one right here. And it's also in my start here module. That first page, I'm pretty sure has my same about video. Should you make separate ones? Possibly, but this has worked for me. So I haven't done anything different. And again, same thing with your welcome post. You just want it to be, this is kind of long, I will say. I don't know. Does anyone read this whole thing? Should it be shorter? Maybe. But I just want them to know what they get and like what to do next. So here's my freebies again. If they don't know how to go to the classroom, kind of the same thing that you saw in my welcome thing. I'm letting them know sort of like what to expect here. I go over the categories. And again, I have a prompt to help you do this. Introduce yourself. And then look here, I have it again in the comments because some people won't read all that. A lot of people won't read all that, but a lot of people will come read this first comment and it tells them the same thing. And then I just, you don't have to do all this, but I have a lot of people come into my communities and because I'm helping people, because of my niche, and they've got like 15 different ideas or things they want to do, or maybe they have no idea where to start. And I just personally made a little video on all the options because that's what I'm passionate about. Because you might not want to do what I'm doing, right? So I kind of go over that. But yours could simply be just your welcome post. And if you're not comfortable to do a video yet or ever, then just put your image of your school community there instead. I always think putting pictures with your post makes it pop more. Any questions around the welcome post or start here module? We'll just go into the about page. And I do have a prompt for that works really, really well. We don't want to go there. Here's your about page when you're in your community. You have your classroom. Obviously, we went up there, calendars where all your events are. If you're on this call and I have people don't know where to go get the link for my Zooms that I do, they're always up here in the calendar and you just click on the day, you click on the link, and here's where you can easily go grab the Zoom link, just FYI. Okay. And then your about page. This is what people see. Actually, before we do that, because this is so important, discover communities. This is the page where people are going to find us. Okay. School has said that over and over. I think it's like a really high percentage, like, I don't know, 80, 90%, whatever. They're not even going to these categories to look for it. They're actually typing in, how to garden or, how to make money or perimenopause or obviously pickleball because this guy is number one forever. And this is what's possible. He has 1.3 members in there. He charges $49 a month. That's reoccurring income of about $60,000 from a pickleball community. So you don't have to be in the make money niche to monetize on School. You just want to find something that I always suggest, what's something you could talk about for 90 days and not get tired of? But then also, right? Because I could talk about all kinds of stuff, but we want to think about, okay, what will people pay for? What's a problem that I can solve for people that they will pay for? Obviously, he's teaching all about pickleball and almost 1.5 members are paying for it. So I love that. Anyway, so your search. So when you're doing your about page or your description, you need to think about keywords, and that's when that SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. What you want to think about is not what, again, remember, I didn't know what digital marketing meant. Are people typing in digital marketing? Maybe, but you want to think about what is my target audience typing in to find me, you know, how to garden, how to play pickleball, how to do UGC, how to learn calligraphy. That's the things that they're typing in, and you need to keep that in mind when you're shaping your about page. Okay, let's go back to how do I get back to me? Okay. Yep. Okay, here we go. I do recommend, if you can, pushing yourself to do a video. Now, I will tell you, a lot of people don't believe this about me, but I promise you it's true. 6 years ago, when I started my MLM, I told my upline, I said, I don't want to do videos. I don't want to go live. Don't ask me to speak on stage, and I don't want to do Zooms. And that was because I lacked so much confidence. I was just a totally different person and I had a lot of inner work to do. And that's a whole other conversation, right? But I say this to let you know that I get it. If you're an introvert, I'm still an introvert. It still makes me I got uncomfortable thinking about having to do this Zoom today again. I don't think that's going to go away for me. But if you can, push yourself to do a little video. And again, you don't even want this too long. This is 2 minutes. It can be 30 seconds. I actually wouldn't do anything longer than 2 minutes, 3 minutes max, maybe. If you just can't do that right now, you're like, nope, no, ma'am, then, you'll have your image of your school that you want it to be clean, simple, and pop. And you want it to be like people kind of get what your community's about because this is a picture they're going to see when they're searching how to make money online or how to build a school community or how to grow in school, all those different things. This is going to be what pops up. Okay. And then your description, you only have, I think, somebody can correct me, I think 100 characters. It's not a lot. So I did have chat and I have tweaked this. I didn't start off with some perfect about page and perfect description. Like I've tweaked this at least 3 times because you want to get started, description about page. I have prompts to help you do that. And then track your numbers, which I'll go over in the in-depth workshop next week, how you can do that because it's so important to know like what's working, what's not. And then when I had a really low conversion in this group, I just started tweaking like one thing for like 7 to 10 days, saw what happened, then went to the next thing. Because if you change too many things, you don't know what worked and what didn't. But you just want this needs to be super and clear about what you're in 100 characters, what your community is, why they should join. And then if you have a pro account, this is cool. You get to add 3 different links. That could be whatever you want. These are my lead magnets. So even if someone doesn't join my community, they build my email list if they click and join, right? And then, well, that's my about page is pretty short and sweet. Yeah. Like it doesn't have to be your first sentence needs to let them know what happens in the like who this is for, why do they want to keep reading? Your first sentence in anything, really. Your subject line of your emails is your hook in your content, in your videos. First thing out of your mouth is your hook. They need to know like why they need to keep watching, why they need to keep reading. And could this be better? Possibly. I'm testing it right now. Will I tweak it? I'm sure. But for right now, it's doing pretty good. And again, same thing. Just keep it simple. All this, who it's for, what they get, why they should join. Less about you. And even when ChatGPT, this is one thing I still have to, or Claude, whatever you're using, I still have to say sometimes in my content, it starts talking about all things about me. And I'm like, I want this to be about them. And I always tell your AI, whether it's Claude or ChatGPT or whatever you use, the goal of what you're trying to do. So if I was voice clipping chat about my about page, I'd be like, this is my about page. The goal of what I want you to create for me is so that I need a high converting about page. I want people to read this and join my community. Right? Like that's what it's for. I see a lot of people that add their premium and their all this kind of stuff. It's debatable. I say keep that out. If you start talking about money and what things cost, maybe you lose them, right? Maybe they're just a complete beginner and they want to learn. I mean, it just depends on what your community's about. But I just made this hopefully to let them know what this is about, what they get, what's in it for them. Then when they're inside, they can see all the other stuff, the paid stuff. And then I will be doing a testimonials. Is that showing you? I just screenshot, I probably need to redo this, what's inside. But since my community is public, even if you're if you're not a member, you can actually see what's inside my community. Um, my women's community is private, and that is just to keep it more of a safe space. I want them to be able to share whatever they want there, what we talk about. And because if it is public, people can go in. Let's see, view as a non-member. Okay. Yeah. So that's why some of these are strategically locked. So I have, and okay, here's the plus side of this is also debatable. Should you do a public or private community? It's going to vary on what you have. If you're a coach who does, if you work with women in trauma or grief or something like that, probably don't want to have a public community, right? The pros of having a public community is you show up more. Like I haven't had this community as long, but it's higher up in the discovery than my other one. And people can click in the start here. They can't comment. They can't like anything, but they can even see everything in the classroom as well. So it's just something to keep in mind and you can change it at any time, right? So don't overthink that part. Any questions around the about page and description? I'm gonna wrap this up and then we can get some questions. Let's see. Start here module, welcome post, welcome. Da, 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 da. There's one thing I did forget. Okay. How do I get this to show me it as a regular? How do I turn that off? Okay, there we go. When you start a community, obviously you need to start here module and then one other module, 2 modules. You don't have to have all of this to start. I wouldn't even recommend that because your members, and we'll talk about that next week, will shape your community based off feedback that you get from the questions you ask and all of that. But you want to have your start here so they know what the heck to do. And then I recommend having some sort of value that they get for free without any hoops. No they don't even have to give their email. They just get it for joining your community. And it could be if I was a gardener, I would do a little video and share my top 3. I'd also turn that into a lead magnet, but inside my community, I'd have the same video so I could work smarter, not harder, and share my 3 top gardening tips. And that's instantly when they come in, that's like an instant win. Like think about whatever your niche is, what's a lot of the questions you get about it, and what's one thing that you can share that's high value that will help someone. I'm trying to think of another example. And it could be a lead magnet that you already have, but here they don't have to opt in. You're gonna get their email anyways when they join your community, if you have your membership questions on. Any questions around that? Are you guys still here? Okay, let's see. How does the payout work? I'm just now seeing questions. Yeah, I'll get to your all's questions. There's just one more thing I want to show you guys, and then we'll get to your questions. The payout works, I believe Skool goes through Stripe. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong here. And you literally just set it up really quick. And again, everything that when people pay you with your modules, your tiers, your affiliate links, it's all run through Skool and they take care of it. And then mine just goes straight to my bank account. I think you have, what is it, 7 days? Like after you make a sale, I think you have 7 days and then you're able to
So,
cash
so
out.
they pay every Wednesday. Okay, that's when they pay. And if whenever the charge takes place, it has to hold at least 7 days. So like if you got somebody who bought something on Thursday, it's not gonna show up till 2 Wednesdays after because you went
Ah,
past the cutoff, right? But if it's everything before that Wednesday, they have to hold it at least 7 days, and
so
this is
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
because they want to make sure that they minimize all the cancellations, the refunds, and all that stuff. They want to
Mhm.
minimize that, and that has the number 7 is what worked out really good for them in terms of the maximum minimization. So
Perfect.
they tested it 3 days, they tested it 7 days, they also tested it 14 days, and 7 days came out the best.
Nice. I know Stan does that too. Yeah, like I have, I think like $300 waiting in there to cash out, but I'm getting little pieces at a time because it's different sales that happen, right? And I kind of just wait for it all to be there and then I just cash out the whole thing. Okay. Can you get anything from just signing to Skool? Can you get anything from just signing to Skool itself? Um, who is that? Louise. I think what you, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you don't have your own community yet, what you could do to make money, feel like is that your question? Is she still here? Is sharing other affiliate links. Like I have people that are where even if you're not like even if you're not on my premium, even if you're not paying for anything in my community, you can share your affiliate link a lot and on social media or wherever you're at and other groups in school you're allowed to promote in. Like this is Jennifer's group. I love it. Here's why. Pop in, it's free, especially if it's a free community. It's a little trickier with paid communities because they got to like know more or they start to question it more, right? They jump in with your link, Louise. They buy my VIP coaching. You instantly just got what's half of 47, Kim, or anybody. Math is not my strong suit. Anyways, you get reoccurring income for like if that person signed up for my coaching, you would get 50% every single month that they stayed a VIP member. And that's just one way, right? It's anything that they buy in there, you get 50% of. And every community has a different percentages. Some of them are 30%, 40%, 10%. The admin just chooses that. Let me know if that answered.
What I
Okay.
meant was,
Ah,
if they're new to school, so if you've sent them a link to school itself rather than communities in school, and they come to school and set up a community of their own and pay for that, do school give you commission on
oh
that?
yeah,
Is
you get
that's what I meant?
40%. You get 40%. So if
Right.
someone has a hobby plan, if they sign up with a hobby plan, I get like $4 a month. But I mean, that adds up, right? And then if they do the pro plan,
Okay.
it is 99 a month. Say you used my link, you created a school, I would get I think it's 39 or $40 a month. It becomes a huge income stream as long as they don't cancel. And most people that get into
Yeah.
their communities, they're not going to cancel. The only
Yes.
thing I would say, especially now, it gets tricky when you don't know the person that well, but if you do, they need to make sure they see Louise, your picture on the top. If not, like when I went to create my first community, I had already told a girl that I was going to use her link just because she had helped me, I didn't even really know her. Um, and when I went to create it, it was somebody else's picture up there and I was like, "Oh." Anyways, if it's not your picture, it'll attach to the other person. And unfortunately, I have had that happen and there's nothing to do after that. If it's someone you know pretty well, just make sure say, "Hey, make sure my little picture is up at the top before you actually create your community." Did that help? Perfect. Awesome. All right, I'm going to get to the rest of the questions. I just want to show you guys this real quick. If you do have a community, I think I'm still sharing my screen. There's a couple of things that you can do. I just did this and it's worked really well. I made this little module for it. It's unlocked, open, even public. Like, why not? Even if they're not a member, they can come grab an affiliate link and join another community. If they buy something, I'll get a kickback. But I did. Now you don't have to do all these different categories, right? You could just have a couple that you like if you're starting off. But I have in these little folders. You click down on the folder, and which one is this one? Oh, that's probably the schooly guy. They click on the page, and I'm telling them I probably need to shorten these actually a little touch too long, who it's for, what they get, why they should join, right? And I probably will go back and have ChatGPT tighten that so it's not so long, like take off this part. And then I have my affiliate link down here. And I'm also going to go back and add it at the top too, because some people don't make it all the way to the end. So in your emails too, put your link somewhere in the top if you got a link you're sharing, and in the bottom. I shared Pinterest School the other day and I had several people join, and I've already had one person upgrade to his premium or his VIP. So now I get $10 a month every until as long as she stays in that tier, right? So that can add up to a lot of money, right? $10, it's like, but like if I have 100 people join Pinterest and do the same thing, that's $100 a month just from that one community. So this is just an idea. You could create a module, call it whatever you want. I just called mine recommended communities, income streams, and different categories that align for me. Like people, again, want to know how to make money online. This girl right here does the same exact, like she does a lot of the same things that I do. Maybe they align with her and just like her community better. If they join from my link and they grab something of hers that's paid, I still get, I don't know I can't remember what her percentage is, but 40, 50%. So I just did that. And these are categories that people like I know ask me about, like coaching, summits, AI, business growth, branding, UGC. So that's just what I did. Your other and I didn't want my classroom to get too crazy, right? Because your other option, and then we'll get to questions, is like I have a collab with a girl where she did this in mine and I did this. Anyways, we traded. I can't speak, but I created a module. This is inside her community as a module, and it's just me. So you could do something like that. This can get a little crazy. I would almost suggest this more of like, this is what you wanted your community to be about, like affiliates, someone that doesn't want to do coaching or teach or that kind of thing. You could have other people's communities as modules. And then I just quickly have my two communities here, my free resources. So people builds my email list. And then she wanted me to put a little thing about who I am. I wasn't even going to do that, but it's kind of a good idea. But I like this because it's just one module and they can go to, and you start off with maybe two communities you love. Okay, let's go. All right, let's go to questions. Okay, I think before you guys raise your hand or unmute, let me make sure I get all the ones in the chat here. Follow the link even if you yep. Okay. I feel like there's one from Dawn I missed. Hello, Jennifer. I have been trying to switch to my computer. Oh, she's trying to get in. Okay. So how do I start a community? The whole platform is new for me and the cost to start a community. Is Anna still on here? I need to put my glasses on or my readers. So to start a community, someone would send you their referral link. If anyone uses my referral link and they do the hobby plan, which is $9 a month, um, you get my Kickstarter kit, which gives you all, and this is something that people can buy too, but just if someone uses my link, they get it for free. They don't have to pay me anything. And it shows you everything that I talked about. You also get, everybody's going to get this training, but I have another training like this that goes a little bit more in depth, maybe. And the prompts, put this prompt in your AI, ChatGPT or Claude's going to help you with your about page, your description, your welcome post, your start here module, like all the things I talked about. So you don't have to think as much and it just like have fun with your community, right? Start getting people in there and getting to know them. And then the other option, they call it the pro plan. There's more options there. Highly recommend it, especially when you start to make money, because the hobby plan, if you sold something for $100, Skool takes 10%. So you'd get 90, right? Or with some whatever it would be. And then if you have a pro plan, which is $99 a month, they don't have anything in the middle there. I think they should, but that's none of my business. You have more options. You can set up an automated DM. Of course, you can do that with Schoolie too, which is a whole other conversation. You can have the links on your profile. It also shows your community in like if someone's in Kim's community, mine potentially could be over to the side as suggested communities for the pro plan user. So there's lots of little perks like that. And then it's only like 2.9% or 2.5% on what you sell.
Another thing too, Jen. So on the hobby plan, you'll see on the bottom right hand side, they advertise your competitors. So you're going to lose traffic. So you're going to
Ah,
have people who actually buy from your competitors because that's why they can give it to you for $9 a month. So it actually gives people like you and me free advertising,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And the biggest mistake that people make, I understand sometimes money's tight. $9 is what fit the budget. But when you monetize, you take the profit you make and make sure that when you're making $99 a month, convert to the pro so you don't lose any more traffic.
yeah.
In so many communities that don't convert, they stay at $9 and don't realize how much traffic they lose by keeping the $9.
Yeah, I know. It's it because I have all my communities on a pro plan, so that's like almost $300 a month. However, I have reoccurring income that not only covers the cost, but I'm still profiting. So exactly what he said. I always suggest if someone's tight on money or whatever, start with the hobby. But as soon as you create some stuff, like, and you can especially cover most of the cost or all of the cost, switch because it's just like you said, free advertisement, way more options. I feel like there's something else I'm forgetting about the pro plan that's a huge perk. Oh, you got the what am I thinking about? You've got the links. Oh, an affiliate. You can't have an affiliate on your community on a hobby plan. So like if someone wanted to, and that does, and I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but like in my recommended communities, I have so many people I love their community, but I'm like, I'm not putting it up there. Not necessarily that I won't ever talk about their community, but it's not in my affiliate module because I don't have an affiliate link, right? So I do I do love that. I'm an affiliate marketer at heart though, so that's my jam. Sharing things that you love without having to you're not selling anything, you're not selling anybody their community. You can simply do a post of like, "Hey, I'm in this gardening group and if you're a gardener and you need tips, like I get so much value, pop in here." Boom, your link. That's not salesy or weird or anything. And then if they do it and they buy something, you get money. Let's see. Okay, okay, okay. Did that let me see, I don't know if Anna is still on. Oh, yeah, she is. Did that help, Anna? Click the community and somebody answered it. Yeah, top left. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, and if anybody does a pro plan, you get a free 30-minute strategy call with me too, as well. And let me show you, does anybody, before I show you what's happening next week, does anybody else have any questions? And there's no silly questions. If you can ask them in the chat, you can unmute and ask. Let me know if this was helpful for you today. I'm always open to feedback to make these better. This is again more of a, I don't know, if beginner is the word, but definitely for beginners, someone new to Skool and someone who maybe has a community, but you're not growing, nothing's happening. And it could just be, you could have the best offers, a great product, do amazing videos. But if people are confused in your community and don't know where to go, you're going to lose them, right?
Jennifer, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How's everyone? I'm really, really lost. And when I think of Pinterest, I'm thinking of beautiful greeting cards or something like that. So how am I connecting with interest, with Pinterest?
Do you have a Skool community?
I'm a member of Skool. I don't think I have a community. Does that
Oh,
make
yeah.
sense?
Yeah. So I will tell you, I don't know if you saw the Pinterest training from the other day. I mean, I've had Pinterest for 14 years, but I am new to using Pinterest for business. I'm super excited to get into it. But what he described, which is, I think, genius, is you could take affiliate links in communities that you're in, right?
Okay.
And do a pin on Pinterest. And any of you Pinterest people, let me know if I'm not explaining this correctly. And you could make, essentially a Pinterest pin, a ad, whatever you want to call it, for that community. And if anybody clicks because you can attach a link to every pin, I believe. So you would
Okay.
do your referral link. And then if people join my community, whoever's community you're doing, your name will be attached. You just have to make sure you're in that community. And if you leave, you won't get the affiliate if someone clicks a year from now from your Pinterest pin and you're not in there anymore. Does that help?
I think it helps. You also mentioned the class that was held last week. Was
Yeah.
that just the very beginning? Or can I go back to that class or whatever?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Tim from Pinterest School came in and did a class over all of that, like how you can monetize from it. And I'm super excited about it. I didn't know.
Okay.
It's kind of like when I found out people were doing business on TikTok, I'm like, wait, what? I thought it was just dancing and goofy videos. I didn't know people were promoting their school community and digital products, or stuff like that on Pinterest. But anyways, that training is it's unlocked for premium members, or when
Okay.
you get to level 5, it unlocks. And are you new to Skool, Patricia, in general?
I am.
Okay. So I will unlock that for you.
Okay.
Um, because you can manually unlock things for people. Because it was really, really good. Though, but just if you're like, what do you mean level 5? So there's different levels in the community, and at level 1 to level 9. And different communities do different things with that. Some of them don't do anything. I think that's unfortunate because it really helps your engagement in your community. But like I have the Pinterest free training for maybe people that can't do premium or don't want to. Another
Okay.
way that they can unlock that training for free by getting to level 5. How you level up is when you're inside communities, you can do your own post. And when Paula and Tina and whoever are liking your post, you get points.
Okay.
Or if you are commenting and engaging on other people's posts or comments and people like your comment, you get points. And to get to
Okay.
level 2, like I have my free resources where there's like 18 opt-ins in there. So it builds my email list, and people just love that module, and unlocks at level 2 strategically because 5 points, you can do that in an hour. you know, like it's in it. And every time someone's engaging, it boosts your community into the discovery so more people find you.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So you will unlock it for me, you said?
Yes, ma'am. Which community are you inside? Are you in both of them? Let me send my link. Where are we at here? Let me grab it. Just in case. I'm pretty sure that you're in there, but I'll go unlock it for, oh, invite. Okay. All right. Yeah. And let me take a picture so I remember, because I got a lot of Patricias in there, I think.
Okay.
What your last name? Everybody smile. Okay. And then, yeah, like if you wanted to do shameless plug here, I'm not sharing my screen anymore. If you wanted to, our school, back. How do I get out of that? Oosh. Okay. I need to find a different community because that's mine. Any school community to grab your affiliate link. Now, some communities don't have them, but based off whatever communities you're in, this is how you check. You just go to settings and see, I've earned $311
Okay.
from 6 people. That's crazy. And you just copy your link and you could do a pin on Pinterest about that community, right?
Okay.
That's a way that you can earn before you even have a community. Now, starting one was a complete game changer for my business for sure. I will say that. But I overthought it for 6 whole months, so I totally get it. Else was I gonna say? Oh, Kickstarter kit. You can purchase this. I think I've just got it at something stupid like 17 or 27 bucks. It's not much, but anybody that does start their school with me gets this for free, and it has all the how to get your first 10 members. If you feel
Okay.
like your school is messy or it's not converting, even if maybe you've had it for 6 months, some people aren't still, it's not going anywhere. This can help with that, but it goes more in depth of what we talked about today, but actually, like, here's your AI prompts that you can put in to get all the stuff that you need and nothing you don't, just to get started. Um, and then let's see. I'll pop in uh affiliates. And then this is if anybody is starting their school community, there's my referral link. All right. Any
Okay.
more questions? And then I'm going to talk about what we're going into next week in Kim's community. Oh, I need to grab his link too. Nope. Nope. Oh, okay. Let's go. This is a 3-day workshop we're doing. And there we go. See, I'm grabbing my affiliate link from him. See, he's got his at 40%. Back to you guys. This is if you want to pop over in his community.
I just made the adjustment, Jen. So it's normally 67, but I just discounted it for the first 20 for 47. It's already active at 47.
Oh, sweet. Now, this is, again, who this is for, what you're going to get, why you want to be on the workshop. I'm going to go in depth on how you can grow your community organically without paid ads. There's nothing wrong with paid ads, but I'm going to show you how to do it organically, and it works. It's just a proven system. I still do it. And once you stay consistent with it long enough, you don't have to do it as much. Like maybe I do it 2 to 3 days a week now while I'm watching Netflix. Like, it's super simple. And I'm going to show you how to do it in a non-spammy, salesy, weird way, right? It's going to help you grow your community. Then I'm going to show you how to take free members to paid members, how to create some people call it a value ladder. I just call it like we're bridging to the next step. I'm literally going to go into more detail on how that works. Because again, a lot of communities, I love the freemium module, which allows people to come into your community for free. They don't have to pay anything. And then you have your tiers, your premium and your VIP, and you can do whatever you want. I mean, we're going to share options with what you can do with that. And then those are just two ways you can make money. We're going to talk about what you can do in your classroom and all the different ways. And then we're going to do community audits where maybe I need to feel like I need to find a different, I don't like to say hot seats because I just, this is going to be about me helping you guys, like, not like, oh, your about page sucks. It's like, no, let's get you a high converting about page so people are joining your community, right? And I still tweak mine. So if that interests you, it's what to Kim, you can go ahead and tell them what's happening.
The one thing that we do that most people don't, and I know you've heard this before, but when you refer 3 people, so let's say you sign up for the workshop and you refer 3 people that also sign up for the workshop, we refund you your tuition and you still keep the affiliate income. Okay. That is almost unheard of. There's no one in school that does that. Okay. If you're a community owner and you've referred those 3 people and got your tuition back, you also get the course key to put in your community to add another stream of income inside of your community. So that means you don't have to go and recreate that classroom module. It'll be identical. The only thing you got to do is change the thumbnail to you. That's it.
Wow. Oh, that's a great idea. I might have to steal that.
So that's what makes our workshops unique. We've done now 21 workshops in 18 months. And this year alone, we're doing 18 total this year. So that's going to probably put us somewhere around 30 workshops since we had the community. And it's been a very, very good journey. All I can tell you.
I love it. I love it. I'm super excited. I can talk about school all day. And of course, I'll answer your guys' questions every day, but we're just going to go more in depth. But still, I don't want people to think more in depth like, ooh, overwhelming, too much info. I still like to keep it simple. I like simple and I like sustainable. I'm going to show you how to do this without being on your phone all day long. Nobody wants to do. I was that person. Again, there's nothing wrong with MLMs. I still sell the products, but man, it was like my full-time job coaching and wasn't getting paid for it. With school communities, we can do all that stuff and get paid for it. And heck, I
So I
can
don't
even
know. I
oh,
don't
go
know
ahead.
what the percentage of the people here that own a community, right?
Yeah.
But those of you who come to this workshop, it'll be something that Jen is gonna do different because I'm gonna be throwing in the tech side of the school community part, which means we're gonna actually show you things that you probably weren't aware of that you can do with your school community inside, in terms of strategy on how to set up your modules, how to make it look not so busy. What are some things you need to be aware of when you post in school? Your marketing strategy, where your CTA and things should be, and things of that nature, without looking like a used car salesperson, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be sharing that with you. Like I was telling Jen, it's gonna be probably a new experience for her as well. I do things a little different, just like we just did one with Kim Tracy, who was on earlier. Today we're doing day 3, but Kim had no idea what she was walking into. Okay, but when by said and done on her first day yesterday, she completely saw a difference where she's considering doing it multiple times because of the way we package that whole workshop. I was teaching people how to earn it, how to be able to pay interest to yourself instead of other people, right? I don't pay interest to other people. When I borrow money, I pay interest to myself. And then she showed them how to keep it, how to keep most of it. So you can see that it's kind of like an ivory harmony kind of thing. It goes together with the two communities that put that workshop together. And she saw the vision. She saw how the people reacted, right? And today I know she's coming back to finish strong on the third day. And she's actually now she sees what she's part of. It makes a difference on the speaker when they speak, right? Because their belief is different, their vision is different, their reaction is different, and the crowd naturally will react to that. So she's really excited. Kim Tracy is excited. And same thing is going to happen with Jen. You might have heard Jen many times. I've heard Jen many times. But the one thing I know is when you combine Jen and the new strategies with Jen, it becomes like a Jen 2.0.
I need to create that app, Gen 2.0. I love it. Yeah, Kim's amazing. And she has like some killer freebies too. Like she's taxes is her, I guess just finances is her thing, but she shared a tax. It was so good. I added it to my free resources, I think, in my module. So I have one of her opt-ins in my community because I'm not going to be your finance tax girl. But you know what I mean? This is how we can all like network and help each other out. I'm not going to be showing you tech stuff like he's going to be showing you with Zapier and whatever he's got up his sleeve for this school thing. But yeah, oh, that makes it even like, so that's super. $47 is a good deal. Now, I guess do they go inside your community and get that?
So, no, you got your link. When you refer on your link, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
They're going to come into the community, and it's always going to be one of the pin posts for them to
Okay.
to get into the workshop, right? Because everything was built on Skool. So make it
Perfect.
very easy so the affiliate tracks automatically, right?
Yeah.
We want to make sure that the affiliate tracks automatically. And actually, one quick correction, the way you collect your money on Skool is through a Stripe account, but the way they pay out to you is to your bank account. It used to be through Stripe, but now they changed it directly to your bank account. So you're connecting your bank account, and every Wednesday, that's where they pay.
I love it. Yeah. And it says, and when you get a sale, it does like a little, if you got your sound on a little ching. And then when you go to cash out, it made me giggle. It still makes me giggle. It'll say, yeah, boy.
You know,
There's
it's the
some,
favorite sound for my wife. She's like, I need to hear that sound at least once an hour. That's
yeah,
fine.
cha-ching. So my affiliate link for his community is that last little link if you guys aren't already in there. And does anybody have any questions or feedback for me, thoughts, anything that I could have explained better or anything at
To
all?
attend the workshop, you only have to pay $1 for the first $2 for the first month. But if you see value in the community and you do the $20 annual, you get a free complete audit. That means I meet with you and we audit up to 3 platforms. Okay. In our community, that is a $500 value for someone to actually come to us to audit 3 platforms inside out. We audit your videos, we audit your profiles, we audit everything that's inside of those platforms. Okay.
I love it.
If you have a community, we'll even audit your community for you. Okay. You won't find anyone that has that, and they'll give it to you just because you did annual.
I love
Okay.
it. Yeah, because usually that's one platform, $100 to $200. I've seen it even more, and that was just one.
So when is this thing next week?
Tuesday, what is it, the 19th?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yep,
Oh,
5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard
Eastern.
Time.
Eastern. Yeah.
Perfect.
And you also have lifetime access to the recording only in the VIP, right? The free session is the first 30 minutes. It's really a 30,000-foot view of what you're gonna see in VIP. That's really what that 30 session is. Okay, that 30-minute session. We like to make it juicy so that you're so thirsty and you come and get your drink, right?
And yeah, and if you guys are coming, bring your questions. We're gonna answer all your questions. I'm excited about it. Let's see. Anybody got anything else?
no. No, back I go.
Good. I know we went over a little bit with time. Thank you, Tina, for being here. I appreciate you
Thank you.
guys. Thank you, Patricia, Susie, Betty, Don, Kim, Louise, everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. I'll get this replay up for people, and Patricia, I will unlock that module for you as well. And I hope to see you guys next week for the 3-day. It's going to be packed full of value. I'm so excited. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much.